In this one I'm going to show how to have dirt simple navigation without showing the speed limit or anything like that, or driver aids. This is kind of like, well, if you're old enough to remember this is kind of like how we used to print out directions back in the late 90s, early 2000s, except this is a GPS electronic version of it. It shows big fonts, big text, your upcoming turn, and it does so in a way which is it has very little animation, so I'll just show you how it works. So let's do that, and ordinarily you have something like this. And by the way, this will work on, as far as I know, all nuvi's drive models, DriveSmart models, DriveLux models. I tested this with a bunch of different stuff, and yeah, it even works on the really old stuff, and it also works on the current stuff, and this is a DriveSmart 50. It just takes 2 taps. When you start navigation, you have to do that first. So you've already started navigation, and you're on your way. And you tap the top text bar, if it will let me, there we go. And then just tap the first one. And then just leave it. So what it will do at this point is that it is showing you the time to the turn and the distance to the turn. And once it reaches the turn and you go on to the next one, this will auto update itself. It is rather nice. And this is the minimal animation I was talking about. So you're going to approach the turn, and then when the turn is completed, this will change. Like so. And I'll wait till the next one. I'll just leave this as is, so you can just continue driving. And you're not going, if there is a junction view, if your model supports it, if you have it, you'll see it. Otherwise, you'll just see a regular little mini map view like you just saw a moment ago. And you can scroll through your turns if you want to, but if you just leave it, look how huge the text is. Giant. Nice. And also you just get the time to the turn and again the distance to the turn. So you don't see the speed limit. Some people really don't like seeing that on the map. Well, this is a way to navigate without seeing it at all. And you're not going to get any of those banner animations or anything like that. Very, very little animation. And it should update again since we just reached that turn. Yep. So now it's going to go to this one. Again, if you have the junction view, it will go on through. So if I go through the turns here, that's the next turn, that's the next turn, the next, and the last. If I go, now I can always go back and just see the regular map if I want to, but I can go right here, wait for this to show up, and then just hit the one you're on currently and leave it. And this is the old school way. Well, it's not an old school way. I call it an old school way because there's no map animation, or excuse me, very little map animation involved. So if you want something just really simple with really big text, much larger than what's in the top text bar ordinarily, this is the way to do it. So again, just to go through it, you're viewing, you started navigation, tap, tap, leave it alone, and you're all set.